And his opponent in the red corner, Jonas Bilharinho.
4 months removed from a highlight reel knockout on Dana White's Contender Series, Jonas Bilharinho looks to get the UFC's attention once again by winning gold in his LFA debut. That spinning heel kick knockout came against LFA veteran Kenyan Kawai. That was spectacular, as we know Kawai is one of the toughest guys around.
And something cool is when we were talking to him, Bilharinho said, hey, Kawai is one of the toughest guys I've ever fought. He took my punches like a man and he didn't fall. And hey, he's right about that. Kawai is one of the toughest fighters that was in the LFA, now moved on. But Bilharinho, a superstar locally, Big Nog, you can talk a lot about him. You've seen this kid since he was a youngster, double champ in other organizations. What can you say about Bilharinho?
Yeah, it's the first time he's fighting for the belt, you know, it's not the first time. So, of course, he's going to be a little bit nervous. Fighting for the LFA belt is a big thing for him, of course. But this kid is very talented. Like you said, I know him since kid. He was like 15 years old when he came to the gym for the first time. Since the first time, he was very talented. As we know, this kid got something different. He knows how to move, he makes angles, you know, he knows how to punch, to kick. He plays on the ground, he's very rounded. And he don't have that many fights, like 8 fights, but he's very expensive already, you know. That's a real deal. It's a real deal, and he can make a show.
Hometown of fans cheering for Jonas Bilharinho. When we asked him about the change of opponent, does that change the game plan? He's like, no, both opponents breathe and can get knocked out. Gotta love it.
You can't make it more Jonas than that.
Here is the repeat tail of the tape for our main event. Bilharinho is 31 and Delano 6 years younger, 3 inches shorter, and again came in heavy and can't win the belt. Bilharinho enjoy a substantial 5-inch reach advantage. One more time, here's Thiago Pamplona.
Holding a professional record of 9 wins, 2 by way of knockout and 4 submissions, representing Brasília top team, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, José Delano. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in at 144 pounds, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 7 by way of knockout and 1 submission, with only 1 defeat, representing Being Sports, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Jonas Joshua Bilharinho. And the referee in charge of the octagon is Fernando Portela.
Jenna, respect the rules and obey my commands, que as luvas agora. Pro seu score.
The title is vacant. Former champion, our man Bruno Souza, now doing his fighting in the UFC. We are underway, scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Bilharinho has the red tape and Delano the blue tape.
Well, we definitely know who the crowd's behind tonight. Right?
No doubt.
I got to tell you, this thing almost came down when Bilharinho walked into the cage. Big Nog, since you know this kid so well, what's the strategy, being that he just got an opponent change a couple days ago? What's the best way to the belt for Jonas Bilharinho?
Yeah, for Jonas Bilharinho, you know, get his belt, you know, he got to move. He got to punch and move, you know. Of course, you know, the other guy can strike as well, but the distance is the advantage for Bilharinho tonight.
And how about Delano? What's his path to glory tonight?
Push, you know, push Bilharinho to the cage. You know, punch and push, keep going.
It's interesting, Big Nog, how Delano said he really wants to make this into a dirty fight as well. That would slow down the speed of Bilharinho. Delano believes he has the advantage in the grappling department. Fight goes down to the canvas. That is where he will have the advantage.
We talk about Bilharinho, but Delano is no amateur. This kid has some good fights. He's been through ups and downs. He's been through losses. He's flipped that switch in his mind. He actually became a true athlete, eating right, sleeping right, training the way he should. And it's just not, he's a Shoto champion, and it's not just for luck. He trained for that. He became a champion. On the other hand, Bilharinho is a prize fighter. He was said to be a phenom until he lost and disappeared, made his way back, came back with the highlight reel, knee knockout, went to contenders, spinning heel kick knockout. Now he's here fighting for the belt.
Yeah, he spoke about a 3-year layoff, Max, after that loss. He said he had defeats not only in the cage, but as a person, as a brother, as a father, as a boyfriend. He said he needed to reevaluate his life. He was burnt out on the sport, and now he is back.
And we can see Delano pushing, like he told us, not showing any respect. He's pushing for that win. He's pushing for that knockout.
Quick hands there by Delano, backing up Bilharinho.
And we can say quick defense too.
Sure.
As fast as Delano pushed forward, Bilharinho defended and moved as fast as he pushed.
Yeah, see, Delano's doing a good strategy, pushing Bilharinho. Not push to the cage, but pushing back. So Bilharinho didn't find his distance yet.
You think control of the octagon is enough, Big Nog, for him to...
Yeah, I mean, the referee is watching, who's pushing the fight. Delano right now.
I definitely think he caught him by surprise. I don't think he thought that Delano would come in this aggressive.
Yeah, Delano is pressuring Bilharinho right now. He's backed him up, very active.
Be curious to find out if this is what Bilharinho really wants. He's a guy that moves around a lot. He's not so flat-footed. He's unorthodox. But we don't know if it's something that, for taking a fight with a different guy, he's trying to feel out this first round and see what happens. We never know. Big Nog, that can be his strategy.
Yeah, we don't know. But, in the beginning, Delano's pushing.
And Delano continuing with the pressure. 45 seconds to go. Delano looking like a man on a mission right now.
It is.
Yeah, he is. And I definitely see a different Bilharinho from what I'm used to seeing. He's more high-paced. But then again, that might be due to having a different opponent than what he trained for. He's been in camp for a couple months, and then all of a sudden, a couple days, you get a different athlete, a shorter athlete, different game. He was training for, a karate-style fighter. Now he's training for, he had to change everything for a guy like Delano. So that is difficult. And Delano is taking that to his advantage right now.
There is a nice kick to the ribs from Bilharinho that the fans here in Rio enjoyed.
Let's see which Jonas shows up for this second round.
Yeah, he got a little taste of Delano and the pressure and what he wants to do in this fight. We'll see if Bilharinho has a different strategy here in the second.
I remember him saying when he described Delano, Bilharinho described Delano as almost reckless. And that's exactly what he looks like. He's being reckless, he's countering, he's being unorthodox, which is something that Bilharinho does a lot. So he's having a little taste of what he is also. Let's see how he adapts, Big Nog.
Got a little bruising there on the left side of Delano from a couple of those kicks from Jonas.
I think Jonas is feeling that front leg, that right leg of his. You already see some bruising on that shin.
A couple shots from Delano as he keeps the pressure on here in the second. Nice level change from Bilharinho.
Guy got an eye poke.
Says he's fine. Little blood trickling from the nose of Bilharinho. He didn't want to slow the pace. And Delano backing up Jonas.
Yeah, Delano definitely putting a lot of pressure in this fight. I didn't think he'd be this aggressive, which is surprising me. And his efficient striking, he's going to the body, he's coming up top. He's using that front leg, and he's always landing with something else. He's not letting Bilharinho think.
Yep.
But Bilharinho has power and accuracy to end this fight in one punch. You can't blink in this one, guys.
7 knockouts in his 9 victories for Jonas, but it's Delano who keeps pushing Bilharinho back. Blood is flowing from the nose now.
And coming from Bilharinho, we can always expect something crazy to he's just gonna pull this crazy hat out of the cap. So we got to keep your eye on, because even though he's apparently losing, nothing's lost when you have Bilharinho inside this cage.
Good point. 8 finishes out of his 9 victories. Can Delano keep up this pace?
Yeah, he didn't step back though. He always, you know, he put Bilharinho on his distance.
That's very important, Ron, because when we talk about pace, Delano was training for a 3-round fight. This is a 5-rounder.
Yes, Bilharinho might have caught Delano. Delano, both fighters firing away.
Jonas is, to me, sometimes it almost seems awkward, not just the way he moves, but the way he defends himself. And it's very efficient in a way.
Bilharinho circling around, but Delano gets a jab through.
And Delano's definitely capitalizing on that front leg.
Bilharinho wants to land that elbow and zeroing in on the target. Just hasn't been able to land flush yet. Oh.
Wow, we heard that from here.
Yes, we did.
And so did the crowd.
But Delano continuing to press forward.
It's like we were saying, Ron.
It's
like we were saying, he only needs one shot to turn this thing around. That's why he's so dangerous.
Delano backing Bilharinho up again. 45 seconds to go in the second round. Furious pace here in this LFA Featherweight Championship.
Probably a better round, Big Nog, but I still believe that Delano got that slight edge. What do you think?
Yeah, Delano is getting this round as well. He put too much pressure on. If you be in the head fray, you sit out here, you're gonna be someone, you know, running over each other. Like Delano put the pressure.
Big Nog, what do you think? Delano up 2 rounds to nothing. Oh, and he continues to fire away. He's got Bilharinho in trouble. Saved by the bell, perhaps. Jonas Bilharinho is shaking his head. Was like, hey, that was a pretty intense flurry.
But then again, Ron.
1-17. As fighters touch gloves and round number 3 underway. LFA featherweight title on the line for Bilharinho. Just a huge fight for Delano, who came in heavy for this championship fight.
And speaking of heavy, we were talking about statistics from that other fight, from the Ismael fight, that the heavier fighters win. Augusto didn't win. Maybe that'll happen here. You never know.
Right. Big Nog, what would you like to see Bilharinho do to maybe turn the tide of this fight?
Yeah, like throwing his left-handed, he throws his left-handed with the combination. He's just throwing one punch, and circle. He should do combos, Just one punch is not enough. This guy put a lot of pressure. One punch is not enough for him.
Great insight.
And he's been making Bilharinho back up since the beginning.
And definitely a low blow landed by Delano. Bilharinho will take the time to regroup. And this crowd goes silent.
Yeah.
But now when they see the low blow, they're not happy.
Yeah, definitely not intentional. We can see that. They kicked at the same time, but hey, those things hurt. Those things hurt. We had problems with that in our last Grand Prix, right?
Right.
Camuel Atom.
Maybe that will light the fire under Bilharinho.
You never know. That can be it. And you can see that Delano just seems like he's hunting him down.
Yeah.
He's mirroring him. Everywhere Bilharinho moves, he moves. He doesn't give him space. He cuts the corners.
Yeah, he's been able to cut off the octagon several times, and now the flurry just continues.
What's impressing me, Big Nog, is how much volume he's putting out. Like, he'll throw a combo, he'll kick, he'll throw another combo, and Jonas is just backing down. Just going to the cage.
He don't stop. He's hungry, He never stops. And he put the sequence, I want to be him to do the same thing by just throwing one punch, one kick, single thing.
And what's even more impressive, guys, is that Bilharinho has the reach advantage. Here's the first takedown, but it hasn't really been an advantage.
Exactly.
First takedown of the night, Jose Delano. As we approach the midway point of the third round, see what he can do from this position.
And he's got plenty of time, but Bilharinho is known for having good takedown defense and getting back on his feet rather quick. Let's see if Delano can kind of block that out and keep him on the ground. You see Jonas is already on the cage. Big Nog, what's good here? Like our producer says, what's Gucci here for Jonas Bilharinho to get back up?
Delano's controlling that leg. You see it? He's got to take this leg inside of, Delano's leg and, try to stand up, go to the cage. But Delano is protecting really well, Don't know how he goes. You see how he, grabbing the foot. He's doing, this kid got a gas. He got endurance. But he did. He did well.
Yep.
Wow.
Got up, but right back down to the canvas. Delano scores a couple takedowns. Oh, and here.
That was a smart transition if it had worked.
But now inside the guard of Bilharinho. And Delano holding him down on the canvas, pushing him up against the octagon wall.
And it looks, up until now, Big Nog, another good round for Delano, surprising us all. End of the third, still going strong. This kid looks like he's got a bigger gas tank than we thought.
Yeah, he got it. Even he didn't train for 5 rounds, but
Yep.
He's hungry. He got endurance. He shaved his head.
And it's not easy competition. He's fighting one of the best guys in Brazil right now.
100%.
One of the top prospects. You can see the crowds here to see him.
And the crowd is shocked. They are shouting encouragement to Bilharinho. 30 seconds to go before we move on to the championship rounds.
We can hear the crowd just going crazy, rooting for Jonas, trying to get in his head.
But again, I think you guys are right. This round with all those takedowns was once again going the way of Jose Delano.
And I haven't personally seen Jonas being taken down so much in a fight.
Me too.
And add another one to end the round. There is the horn. Janeiro, Jonas Bilharinho. Does he have an answer for the onslaught of Jose Delano? Fighters touch gloves and round number 4 underway. This place is rocking.
Apparently Jonas coming back more active, a little different than what he was in the last couple of rounds. Looks like Feijão lit something inside of Jonas.
Bilharinho comes in. Delano stops him in his tracks, and accidental eye poke there. Delano says, I'm okay, let's keep it going. If I was Delano, I wouldn't want to stop the action either. Catches the leg of Bilharinho, that's it going. Fans here in Rio singing and chanting, hoping Jonas Bilharinho can turn this fight around.
And you can see his corners just yelling at the top of their lungs, trying to keep this thing going. Jonas definitely set off that sense of urgency. He needed that since the beginning. It looks like he's finally getting it, that he has to step on this gas pedal in order to take the belt home. He's fighting for the belt. Delano is just fighting to prove himself and be able to come back, and who knows, maybe one day get a shot at that belt again.
Well, if you take out Jonas Bilharinho, I'm guessing your next step will be for a belt, but again, you got to make weight to fight for that championship.
I'm with you. Big Nog, you think Bilharinho came back different? To me, he's got, he set off that sense of urgency, but it looks like he's cooling down again.
Yeah, he came different because he lost the first 2 rounds. So his chance, he got to fight for the knockout, And he can't step back right now, He got to fight back.
Something I'm seeing also is that Delano's very resistant because he took some good shots, and he's still standing.
That is a fight-ending kick that just missed. Again, we know the power that Bilharinho has.
Looked like he felt that. He felt that, Ron.
Yeah, I think so. As Delano now clinching up and trying to get Bilharinho down. Bilharinho sprawling, nice takedown defense there. And he catches that kick. Fighters separate and restart in the center of the octagon.
Delano shows no sign of slowing down. He's been like that since the first bell. We're into the 4th round, and he's still pushing.
Get it? This kid is solid.
Very solid. He's proving himself tonight.
And looks to me, guys, as Bilharinho is getting frustrated now.
Looks like we got the big cut now, Ron. That elbow just connected. We got a waterfall on Delano's face.
Under 2 minutes to go, and there's a great shot of it. You are not kidding, Max. The blood streaming down the face of Jose Delano, and that's a tough spot that can get in his eyes.
What's funny is they're so into this fight, they're so into the moment that we had some eye pokes going back and forth. They're just like, no, let me fight, just keep going.
The blood has been flowing here in Rio de Janeiro tonight.
Yes,
we have had a lot of bloody battles.
Our canvas is almost pink.
Don't worry, my suit is still spot free. It's what I do.
1 minute left in this 4th round, and I'm still surprised.
Yeah. Fans chanting Jonas. Under a minute to go.
Jonas trying to be more efficient now. He has to up that volume because Delano is like a zombie right now. He just doesn't stop walking. He's reminding me of good old Robbie Lawler.
Oh, yep,
Face full of blood and doesn't stop moving forward.
And the same haircut.
Exactly.
Under 30 to go. I mean, and this is just to me, crazy how Bilharinho, coming off the incredible highlight reel knockout on the Contender Series, doesn't get the contract, so he comes to the LFA to complete his dream to win a title. But right now, that touch gloves, Jose Delano outstriking Jonas Bilharinho 90-33. Can he keep this pace going for one more round? The blood automatically starts to flow. High kick from Bilharinho.
Big Knock, what's the key to victory for Bilharinho right now?
Sequence, you know, you gotta throw. He just caught him in a bunch, like couple punches, you know, not single one. But Delano don't give him any space. This kick, like you said, like a zombie man. He didn't step back, you know. I think a little bit he went inside of the Jonas head, you know what I mean? Like psychological game.
Good points. Oh.
Yeah, no matter what the outcome is tonight, I definitely believe, guys, that we will be seeing Delano in this cage again for sure.
Absolutely.
He's putting on a class act, did everything he could, didn't make weight, but he's here performing 5 rounds, training for a 3-round fight.
Right. Punching his way, he's been going to the body. But this is the hardest shots I've seen Bilharinho throw. Definitely a sense of urgency.
I agree. I haven't seen Bilharinho in such deep waters like this before.
Yeah.
He's normally the aggressor. We've been seeing him back down and get his back to the cage since the first round.
Just how active has Jose Delano been? He has thrown over 250 strikes in this 5-round fight. Nice counter. Crowd here at the Gibraltar Arena going nuts. LFA 126, the main event. Featherweight title on the line for Jonas Bilharinho. Just a main event fight for Jose Delano, who is in control and has been from the opening bell.
And like we said earlier, you can't blink when you have Bilharinho in the cage. Delano looks like an assassin. He's walking forward, he's looking in Bilharinho's eyes, he's striking, he's landing. Bilharinho, always unorthodox, trying to get that perfect shot in to end this fight and take the belt. It's gonna be tough emotions till the bell rings, I'll tell you that.
The action continues here. The blood continues to flow. Approaching 2 minutes to go.
And you know what, Ron, this makes me think he was supposed to fight Gabriel Braga.
Right.
What a fight that would have been also.
My
Maybe
gosh.
that's something we can do later, because that would definitely be a banger, no doubt about it.
Gabriel Braga, first fight of the evening, victorious by way of unanimous decision, improved to 7-0. We have hit the 130 mark here, this championship fight. Bilharinho needs a finish, but there is no slowing down Jose Delano right now. What a war, guys.
Yeah, wow, to the last minute, the crowd's going, wow, we have 1 minute left, and they're still going at it. What a fight.
At this point, Delano could take the foot off the gas and just get into cruise control, but that is not the case right now, and he lands another strike.
What a fight, what a fight, what a performance by both these athletes.
Incredible. Oh, Delano knocks Bilharinho off balance.
With an elbow. What a
Both
vicious.
fighters continuing to throw as we hit 30 seconds to go. crowd is going nuts.
Looks like Bilharinho felt that one, Ron.
Yeah, he's taking some shots to the ribs and to the body. Spinning back fist from Bilharinho. Oh, he gets a big shot there. Oh! Delano comes back. Delano is down. Time winding down. And there's the horn.
What a fight. Wow.
Do we have an early candidate for Fight of the Year already? A beautiful sign of respect from both these warriors. Incredible.
48-47, all in favor of the winner by unanimous decision, José Delano.
Victory for José Delano. Unfortunately, no title though after he came in heavy, but after that performance, Big Nog, I'm sure he will get another title shot.
Yeah, it was a great fight, you know. Delano put everything down there, you know.